So I am right about here and I'm headed to there. Alright, back on trail. Good morning. It is 10 something in the morning. Officially really back on trail now. Just a little bit past Walker Pass, the road portion. And yeah, it's June 24th and the goal is to try to hike to Joshua Spring in 13 miles. We'll see if we'll actually make it. Going uphill, we'll be going uphill for at least 2 miles. A lot of up and down today in general, but doing good. Got a ride out with Gandalf the Red's mom and their friend, so that was nice. And then I got a little bit of trail magic at the campground. Got a juice box from Detour, thank you. And then when I was walking across the road, I got a cookie from one of the ladies that was part of a group cleaning up the highway. So that was really nice. Sorry, so out of breath coming up this hill. But yeah, it's a cloudy day, a cooler day, so that's good, especially with the later start. But it is a 13-mile water carry, so I'm at full capacity at the moment, and full food, full everything. So it's a little heavy. Plus I have all my winter gear, so I'm alright, but kind of dying a little bit inside. Just gotta eat that food. But yeah, and then once I get to Kennedy Meadows, I hope to be there by Monday at the latest, and I'll do another proper pack shakedown and see what I can bump ahead. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get hiking. This is really interesting. I believe it's dead because there's an ant all over it. It's like one of those weird cricket things. Since I've been hiking, I've been noticing more and more of just these black beetles being on the flowers. And some yellow ones. And of course bees. Oh, it flew away. But yeah, alright. I've gotten up the first big steeper hill. I mean, we're still going uphill for like, I don't know, 6 miles. But the steeper one's done. And getting some trees and stuff, that's nice. About 2 miles in. I'm gonna try to go another 1.7 to maybe a little bit more than 2 miles. And then take a lunch break, and then that'll leave me at about 4.5 left to go to where I want to try to camp tonight. So yeah, having a good day so far now that I'm back on trail. Okay, I don't know how to best describe this. So over here we have like brown, dark, I don't know, kind of shale-like rock. And then we've got the gray slate type rock coming up. And it looks like it goes back to brown. And it goes to white. Or whitish. It's just like really interesting, all the different rockscapes I'm gonna be hiking through or near. But yeah, it's interesting. So I just climbed over this blowdown and I looked over and I think I might have found a cool bug. Oh, hold on. Let me squat down. Oh, I so did find a cool bug. So yeah, that's pretty neat. It's very colorful. Actually, when you zoom in. Now I gotta get up. Okay, I did it. Whoa. It's slipping. Oh, okay. Now we're up safely with this heavy pack of mine. I have 3.2-ish miles to the Joshua Spring area that I'm thinking about camping at. There's supposed to be a stream. Like right before that, you could collect water because on Gut Hook, or far out, I mean, there's comments that the Joshua Spring itself down at that icon is contaminated with slight traces of uranium. And it would make sense though that the stream before it is the safe stream and it also might be contaminated with uranium. So I've been trying to really conserve my water. Sorry, it's been something I've been thinking about. The next like good water source is 5 miles from there, and I'm not gonna be able to make it, I don't think, tonight, or I don't know, maybe, we'll see. Like, I'll definitely have enough water. I think I'm down to a liter in like 700 milliliters, and I have a can of Coke with me. So right now I'm just gonna get down to the water, and if I can figure out by maps and stuff that it's not the same water source through Google or Far Out or whatever, then I'll collect the water there in the stream that's like before Joshua Tree Spring. But if I think it's the same one, I'm not gonna try to get water there. I'll try to hold out until the next one, but I might try to hike a few more miles just to get closer to it for the day, for tomorrow, so that I can drink more of my water tonight. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get hiking. The rest of it's downhill, at least to the Joshua Spring, and then after that I think we go back uphill again. About 1.5-ish from my camp spot for the night, hopefully, maybe. And came across this. 25% done with the trail. Woo-woo. Yeah, if everything goes well, I'll be in Kennedy Meadows in 2 days. And then I'll be done basically with the desert section. Yay! So, yeah, just a little tired, but good. And I mean, I'm always a little bit tired when I'm hiking, but I'm going down that way. All right, I tried to do my best to research whether or not this is the same water source as the Joshua Tree Spring in 0.3 miles. It kind of sounds like they're not the same. Because the other one says it's a spring, not a full-on like seasonal stream. And there's a comment in Far Out that says that the spring is actually dried up down there. But this stream is going strong. So if that's the case, then they're not related at all. But I'm definitely, of course, going to filter my water and stuff. But I really don't want to conserve water right now. I've been doing it all day and I'm kind of really thirsty. So I'm going to fill up my bottles and camp in a little bit. I see a snake. Do you see it too? I don't know what it is, but it's harmless. And it's little. And it's cute. So I'm in my little camp spot near Joshua Spring. The like side trail. I'm like halfway down. But yeah, just sitting here and just had dinner and getting distracted by bugs. Hold on. There's this guy. I miss you. And the ant. So yeah, one of the reasons why I brought this out, because I normally don't do like in-camp stuff because I'm usually so tired and I'm just trying to like just get food and set up my tent. I still have to do the inside. I have to do like blow up my air mattress and all that stuff, which I'll need to replace hopefully at Kennedy Meadows at Triple Crown Outfitters. There's a small leak in it. I didn't exactly like try to find it when I was in town. I totally forgot. But it might just be, I think for my sanity, I'm just going to replace it completely at Triple Crown Outfitters. Anyways, but that's not the point I brought this whole video up. I'm delaying here. So one thing I wanted to mention is I'm starting to really notice as I get to Kennedy Meadows and just in general that I'm very much at the very back of the bubble. Or very back of like the hiking wave. Right now I did 12 to 13 miles out of town today with the late start at like almost 10 o'clock. And I'm proud of that and I'm happy with that. But I only know of one other hiker that was coming out today and they didn't pass me, I don't think. Or if they did, they moved on to the next tent sites or water in 5 miles. I know from the log that there was Flash and Hollywood are ahead, but I don't remember seeing Gucci's name or Mr. Rogers' name. I could be wrong about those two. But yeah, and then Gandalf the Red, who I've been hiking with for the past like section, his knee started bothering him the other day, and so he's skipping this section completely, and he's going to meet up with Island Girl and Lady and Jackrabbit, I believe is Lady's brother's trail name, and they're gonna go do stuff in Oregon, either the Oregon Coast Trail or the PCT in Oregon. I'm not entirely sure. I know Island Girl's trying really hardcore to avoid snow, and I totally get it. Normally I would too, but I want to give Lone Pine a shot, even with the snow. But yeah, the good news is Charm Pony is ahead. This is a hiker that I've been kind of leapfrogging for a while. like town-wise, and like it's really rare we end up at the same town at the same time, but we've known each other for, good Lord, Julian, maybe? No, maybe it was after that. I don't know, because I knew them when they were in Idlewild already. I don't know. All I know is like we've known each other for a minute here, but they're always either a little behind or a little ahead. Or if we're in the same town, they're hiking out, or I'm hiking out, or I'm just coming in, and vice versa. Anyways, the whole point is they're a day ahead of me. So I might actually catch up to them in Kennedy Meadows. Because when they got out of town yesterday, they only did 5 miles. And then they said today that they were going to do a really big mile day. So I'm assuming 20 miles plus. But I did 13 today. And if I do 20 miles plus, I might actually catch up to them. We'll see. Because I need to do a big day tomorrow so that I can make it into Kennedy Meadows on Monday. Because today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday. And I want to get in there on Monday. But yeah, so I might have to, until I find like more hikers again, either coming out of Kennedy Meadows or whatever, I might start doing more 20s in general. I might actually have to start doing 20s anyways, just to make up some time, because I took too much time off, with zeros in the desert section. So yeah, I might do that, but we'll see. But like, yeah, the whole point of this was, though, it's just with everybody skipping ahead or already gone through, like I can tell there's not very many people out here in general. Like we're all dispersing all across the West Coast. So, and as much as I like hiking alone, and sometimes I'm okay with camping alone, like I'm anticipating I'll be alone tonight. It's nice to still be around other hikers in case you get injured or something like that there's at least somebody coming up the trail behind you to find you. Like what, because Radar, she sprained her ankle pretty badly during Trail Magic Day a few days ago, and 2 hikers, Karma and Fancy Pants, I'm so sorry if I got that wrong, they found her crying on trail within 10 minutes of her getting injured, because they just happened to be on trail. They had no clue. I think that she was ahead. They just happened to find her as they were hiking well, maybe they did, because if they were all left from the Trail Magic at the same time. Anyways, the whole point is they came across her on trail, and if you're not around a lot of other hikers, it could take, and you injure yourself, and let's say it's worse than spraining an ankle, and you are unconscious or something, it could take a few hours for someone to find you. It could, in some cases, a few days if there's really no one out here. So, so yeah, it's kind of a safety thing, to get back up with other hikers. But I'm not going to yellow blaze to get with other hikers. Full disclosure, and I put it in my video, I did, because at the time there's a lot of Sierra plans going on, and I was trying to, at the time, with the current plans at the time of around Tehachapi, I was sort of considering sticking with Island Girl, Gandalf, and Lady, and joining them in Oregon and stuff. So I had skipped 8 miles from Willow Springs to Highway 58 around Tehachapi to try to keep up with their plans and like keep up with their intentions and whatnot, and to get to Kennedy Meadows and all that stuff. But all those plans drastically changed. A lot, like really a lot. Which is fine. It happens. But now after doing some research and stuff, I'm planning on going into the Sierras a little bit. So it kind of worked out really well in the long run. But at the same point, like, I kind of don't want to do that again unless it's super, super, super safety related. I don't want to just like and it's all on me. I don't want to like stick with a group just to stick with a group. No, that's a bad way to say it, but like, yeah, I think on this trail I just need to learn how to be a little bit more solo. It's not the AT. On the AT, it's very easy to develop trampolines and have them for a very, very long time because everybody all camped at the shelters, either in their tents or in the shelter themselves. And out here, we're very much more dispersed. Like, we do camp, a lot of us do camp around water sources, but like, you know, there might be 5 good tent sites here, and then maybe like a mile down the trail, there might be 6 good tent sites, you know, or it might be a single tent site. So it's like, it's not quite the same where everybody congregates and eats together and meets each other and like sees each other day in and day out, kind of, for like weeks on end. So, and I'm okay with that. I just need to learn that out here is very fluid compared to the AT, and to just go with the punches more when it comes to like hanging out with other hikers and trying to be around other hikers. So, but I'm happy. I have no complaints. I mean, I haven't thought about quitting also in a very long time. I think part of that too is because I know like the terrain's about to change for me quite a bit. And so I'm very, very excited and hopeful and whatnot, whether that's, you know, going through the Sierras a little bit or skipping up to Chester or whatever it is, it's going to change. So the stuff that kind of bothers me about the desert trail specifically will not have as much power over me as I go north. So yeah. Anyways, I think I'm done rambling. I might finish setting up my tent here. I do plan on watching the sunset later. Even though you can't see it behind me because of the tree, but it's just got like mountains upon mountains upon mountains view. So there's a rock over here, and I'm gonna go sit on it and watch the sunset later. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you all are doing well. Also, I know maybe when I'm in town in like Bishop or Lone Pine or something, when I have more internet, maybe I'll have some just random video of answering questions. So if you're watching this and you're curious about anything about long distance trails or just trail life or anything, just go ahead and put a comment below of what your question is, and I'll try my best to answer it within the next town stop or two. So yeah. Anyways, bye. Oh, one more thing. So I only filled up this little 700 milliliter bottle with the water from the stream, and so I only used it for cooking. And then I don't have it anywhere near me, but I have one full bottle of town water from this morning. But tonight I'm just drinking this soda, and I'll drink a little bit of the town water. But otherwise, I'm only gonna drink this if I run out of the other water. But I'm like 5 miles from what's the name of this creek? It's a creek. It's like a big creek. It's got like 3 branches. So I'll get water there tomorrow, and it'll be cooler out, so like I'll be able to conserve water pretty easily. And so I'm not too worried about it. But even though I filtered it and everything, and everybody else is drinking it, and I don't think it's the same water source, I'm just kind of like, if I don't have to drink possibly uranium contaminated water, I don't want to do it. So, and I did have internet service enough that I actually have a little bit of it right now at this campsite, where I researched. I was like, uranium in water, like, what does it mean? And like, should you consume it and stuff? And I guess it's like safe to consume, like up to 25 milligrams or something, or I don't know. So like, and apparently it can be kind of fairly common-ish enough if you have like well water. Sometimes it'll be trace amounts of uranium depending on what kind of rocks are in the bedrock and stuff. So so it's not anything that's gonna really harm me or anything, as long as I don't like consume a lot of it. So it's just things I didn't think about out here, just in the random middle of nowhere. There's uranium, you know, like versus like Pennsylvania, where it's like that makes sense their water's contaminated because of all the mining and all the agriculture stuff, because like humans like, you know, change the landscape. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get relaxing and continue reading my book, but I gotta set up my tent too, so I'm gonna do that in a minute.